Hello, my marvelous magical gangsters. Welcome to another edition of the show where I will be your host, Gangstar Magician himself, here to deliver you your message, because that's what I love to do. I do what I love, and I love what I do, and I love being here with you, because you're the best. Of course you are. Everybody knows. We know it. We don't even have to say it anymore. It's almost just like second nature. That's true. All right, so why don't we get going here? See what we're working with. My co-host here, Archangel Michael, in the flesh, baby. He says, "Hello, how are you?" He said, "How's everything going?" He said, "Everything's good." He said, "He took care of that guy for you." He said, "Don't worry about it. Everything's fine." He says, "Don't worry about it. Enjoy yourself." That's what he said. So here's the thing. We got, we're going to continue to balance and align our chakras, because that's when everything is, coming to us the right way, flowing to us. Whatever's meant for you will always find you. Anyway, I feel like it's like a little drop on there or something. It's still there, but I don't care. But here's the thing. I don't care. All right. So that's why you're going to be making things happen here. Oh yeah, that's what I have. So look, I have this thing here. It's I showed my members earlier. It's like a little case thing. Look, and then it's got all these little It's got all these little tarot cards in there. So I thought that was adorable. I thought. So I said, you know what? Maybe I'll carry this around my neck, but hopefully I don't, when I pull them out, I don't drop them everywhere. Takes the allure out of it. Look, now they're stuck now. They're like, there's ones like, nah, I can't pick it up. Ain't that something? Here's one. I got it. All right, technical difficulties. I'll be right with you. Hold on. Come on. Why is this not going? There you go. Alright, gotcha. Okay, I'm almost there. Almost got it. Yes, I do. Let's get this back. Ooh. But I thought it was pretty cool. I guess maybe, I don't know what I would ever do with it. Maybe I'll just pull cards. I'll find out on people. I'll say, ew, what am I thinking here? Very secretly. They would never know that I was pulling cards on them. What is going on here? Now look at this. Not for nothing. Not for nothing. I'm gonna worry about that later. That's what Archangel Michael told me. He said, brother, he said, I think you took this a little too far. I said, I think you're right. So let's get going. Why don't we get a read here, see what's in your energy, and we'll go from there. The cat says, what do you say? What do you know? He says, I'm out of juice. He says it's because I never do my readings usually around this time. It's like 9 p.m. right now. And usually I let them put the reading out at like 11 or something. So I never do it this late. So the cat says needs a little help there. I said, no problem, my friend. No problem. He's a friend of ours, the cat. A friend of ours. All right, so what do we got here? What's going to be in the energy here, please? And thank you for our divine collective, the ones who've seen it all, they've done it all, they've been through it all. You know the ones, our favorites. Please and thank you, God. So, yes, of course, you're this Queen of Cups. That is your default. I say that all the time. This is what you go to bed as, this is what you wake up as. I mean, it's very simple to see here. I mean, I know you're a lot more than that, but you have emotional intelligence and empathy here. You have a deep understanding of your own emotions and those in others, and are a compassionate, nurturing presence. I embrace my emotional intelligence and compassion. Yes, you do. Okay, that's why this is centering around you. So we know this reading will be centering around this Queen of Cups here. All right. So what else do we need to know? All right, and we're in this Queen of Cups. Just know they're very, very positive. You're very, very positive here. I mean, you were refused to let anybody make you feel less than. Even when you were all alone, you still somehow came back. What you did was almost like Terminator-esque, okay? You are the Terminator, the fucking karmic Terminator here. Joy, positivity, and vitality. You are experiencing a time of happiness and abundance. So enjoy the moment. I am filled with energy and vitality. Yes, you are, Queen of Cups. And that's what they're making you out to be, like this fucking karmic terminator, all right? It's almost making your counterpart more attracted to you because of the way these people are treating you as such a serious threat. It's like they said you were like nothing, but they're making you out like you're the biggest threat to humanity right now. So it's like, okay, well, so which is it? Do we matter or do we don't matter? Come on, you can't keep contradicting yourself here. All right, because look, now Eight of Swords, they're stuck. They're stuck for what they said about you. They can't get, they lied, and you proved they lied. All right, so it's like they're in spiritual jail here or something because they did some weird shit here. I know that. Involved with some devil shit here, it looks like. Okay, they've done negative stuff in the physical. Listen, there's evidence against those people, all right, that they've been doing this spiritual stuff. They never thought they would get caught, okay, but you caught them in the physical. That's the best part about this, that they get the experiences in the physical. And they're going to get this Five of Pentacles, because look, this is what they were wishing upon you, okay, spiritually. They were all trying to have you be spiritual bankrupt, okay? They wanted you to have nothing. They literally didn't want you to have nothing. They were breadcrumbing, and then they didn't want you to have anything, which is the worst. Hardship and poverty. You may be experiencing financial or emotional hardship and are feeling left out in the cold. We tell these characters, well, you shouldn't have came against us. You jealous motherfucker. That's what we tell them. I am not alone. I am open to receiving help and support from others. Maybe you should go ask for some help, we tell these people. Get the fuck out of here. Alright, we'll throw you a couple dollars here. Give him $10. Give him the fuck out of here. Limitation and restriction. You may feel trapped by self-imposed limitations or by external circumstances, we tell these people. Okay, just know you have to break free from those limiting beliefs about yourself. Because this is what it is. This is people, they have limited beliefs about themselves that they have to do these negative things to make themselves feel better about you. You know, because they know that you are a real person. These people don't have empathy. They can't feel things. That's why they hate you. Look, you're a Queen of Cups. And, you know, not for nothing, but Knight of Wands, you're a fearless, adventurous, passionate Queen of Cups. Action and adventure. You are daring and passionate, and you are not afraid to take risks to achieve your goals. I pursue my passions with confidence. That's why you have the Sun here. That's why you're the one who brings the fun. Now these people are stuck in their shit here. They wanted to fucking project this Five of Pentacles onto you. No, that's what they're in right now. Because you, Two of Wands, are continuing to planning and progress, and these people, they didn't plan this far. They didn't plan for you to come back and even be this way. They never thought you'd come back as a Queen of Cups. Ever in a million years did they think that you were going to come, they thought you were going to be bitter, angry, depressed, and this was where they were going to feed on that energy for as long until you died. That's what they said. And they're going to try to deny it, but you already know about this, so stop it. Stop it. Don't insult our intelligence, please. That's what we say, alright? So why don't you come on down? Alright, I forgot to do that earlier. I think I do it before the thing, but who cares? Come on down, the tarot is right. Please and thank you. The most accurate tarot reader. The best kept secret in all of YouTube tarot. Gangsta magician himself. Yes, he is. He only gets shown to a certain amount of people. I don't know why, but that tells me something, you know. It's all right, though, because there's the people that need to see me, and they get there. I think it's like they didn't stop me before. I got in the bloodstream, and then they couldn't stop. Now they're like all, you know, making you out to be the biggest threat because, look, they know you're a high priestess, okay? They knew this. They know we're a high priestess. That's what you are. You see things 10 steps ahead. They didn't want you to be that way. They wanted you to doubt your intuition. They wanted you to make yourself think you're crazy. You said, no, you're the one who's crazy. You're the one who needs help. Come on now, let's get you some help. With the way you were thinking was preposterous. How dare you think that way of us? We love you. We really love you a lot. And it's silly. No, they don't. All right, so why don't we get going? What's going to be in the energy? Why don't we elaborate further? See what we got here. How's that sound? Please and thank you, God, for my magical gangster. Please and thank you. All right, so here it is again. This has just happened. Seems like before. Empress in reverse, okay? This is what you're dealing with. This is who wants to be you, okay? They want to be you. They can't be, okay? You're the ideal spouse. You're the one everyone wants to be. You're the one everyone comes to see. And this Empress in reverse wanted that energy from you. They didn't get it, though. You were too strong for this person. Okay, because Six of Pentacles, you're receiving what's meant for you. This Empress Reverse thought they were going to come take what was meant for you. They were going to benefit off their generosity. And they have a plan, too. There was a plan here. So we know this Empress Reverse now. They've been popping up a lot lately. So this is telling me they got problems here. So what's going to be happening with this Empress Reverse? Let's get a little more information here on what they're working with. All right, so there's 8 of Wands here. So somebody told me something's moving a little too fast for this person. Things are rapidly approaching. The end is here for this person. Perhaps this August. I'm believing August. A friend of mine said August 26th, but here's the thing. I don't know. We're gonna say something's gonna happen this August. We know that for sure. All right, probably late August. Swift action and progress. You are moving forward quickly and making great strides to your goals. I'm ready for rapid progress and growth. And this Empress in Reverse, they can't stop that. That's the thing. They can't even slow you down. Okay, because you say, get in line or get ran over. And this person did not get in line. All right? Because they wanted to stop this 2 of Cups. They wanted to block this. They wanted to replace you in this. They didn't even care about this. So they just want to make sure you didn't have this. Well, guess what? You actually made it stronger for us. Thank you. Appreciate you. We already sent you the fruit basket. We're not sending you another one. Hope you enjoyed the last one. It's the last one you're going to get because your services are no longer needed. Get well soon, Empress Reverse. What else do we got here? So things are moving a little too quick for this Empress Reverse. All right, and that's why, because you, 10 of Swords, in reverse, recover from this painful ending. You recovering from this painful ending is what's really throwing this Empress Reverse on their head, because you were not supposed to come back. You were not supposed to come back from this, okay? You survived. You actually improved. There's a lot of healing here. Lessons were learned. Yes, they were. You learned quite a bit. Okay, you got quite a bit of knowledge here. Being seen as it's quite the catch here. And like I said, 8 of Swords, somebody's stuck here, so we know it's the Empress in Reverse. We saw that earlier, okay? So somebody here is stuck, they're in spiritual justice. Now we know this Empress in Reverse was trying to attack you, Queen of Cups, saying that they tried to replace you, okay? So that's what this was. You were a Queen of Cups. You were being loving, blah, blah, blah. This person was watching from that, whatever, and they were wishing bad on you. That's basically what this is. You weren't protected. Whatever happened hit you, but you return this now, and now you recover from whatever this was. Now this person's going to have to experience what they wanted you to experience. Or what you did experience times 10. And they did it to themselves. You didn't do this to them. You had nothing to do with this. You didn't go praying for bad for these people. You didn't wish them nothing but well, because you don't have time to be thinking bad about other people. You're worried about yourself. You're worried about being the best version of yourself, not worried about what other people are doing. These people are too concerned about what other people are doing. And that's what's going to cost them. That's why they don't want to listen. All right? Because I said the Chariot's here. The 2026 Chariot Limited Edition, okay? So movement's here. You're moving very quickly here. Chariot, 8 of Wands. I mean, 10 of Swords in reverse, like you rose from the dead and like started fucking, sprinting around now. And this Empress reverse, like, what the hell is going on? This is preposterous. You said that they were weak. Why'd you get me involved? Because they told this person that you were an easy fucking target. Now this person's like, what the fuck am I getting into right now? Because this Chariot's running them right over. Get in line or get ran over, this Chariot says. Because 8 of Pentacles, you're just sitting here mastering your craft, You're just sharpening your skills. You became better after this painful ending that you recovered from. I guess what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? I mean, I guess they say these things for a reason. So in reality, this Empress Reverse made you stronger. And like we said, we already sent you out your final fruit basket. No more for you. Stop asking us. We don't not give you no more. All right, so what else do we got here? So movement's here. You got this 8 of Wands very quickly. There's movement. So you're moving fast in this Chariot 2026 limited edition. That's why I'm saying August. It feels like August, something's going to happen. From August to late August, something's going to happen here. Okay, you know what's going to happen? A new world is here, a new earth, okay, because the cycle is complete. Completion and fulfillment. You have reached a major milestone and are ready to move on to the next phase of your journey. So something like I said, movement's here. I have achieved completion and fulfillment. You recovered. All to the chagrin of this Empress in reverse. They can't even do nothing. There's nothing they can say or do now, other than blackmail and slander you. Because remember, you're this Queen of Cups. We seen you at the beginning. This is all they want to do, is they want to slander, they want to act like you're not this, but you've proven it clearly. They're the ones that have proven who is who here for you. You didn't really have to do much. All they did all the talking. They did. You said, I rest my case. If this is what an Empress is, then I think you're mistaken. I think this person is displaying more Empress in reverse type qualities. I said, in this person, then what happened is they ended up following both of yous. All right, they followed you and this one to see who's who, and then they said, wait a second, you're the fucking angelic one. They said, what the fuck is going on here? They said, oh, look at this. Real trickster, this Empress in reverse, and this person knows they're caught now. So what else we got? All right, so yeah, you have this Page of Cups energy. You get intuitive messages. There's creative opportunities here. You're moving too quick for this Empress in reverse. Okay, you already recovered from this painful ending. What else can they do? They know there's nothing else they could do. You also have this Page of Swords energy. You get this thirst for knowledge. You find new ways to communicate. You're just not able to be stopped. You're not able to be controlled. Your energy cannot be controlled. You're too much. Okay, you're too much for this people. And that's why they're terrified. And you don't even care. So, is there anything else? Anything else we need to know here? Please and thank you. Okay, is that, look, you have this Eight of Swords in reverse here now. So not only did you recover from this painful ending, but you have this Eight of Swords in reverse. You're not stuck anymore. Okay, you're no longer stuck here. You are freedom, release, taking control, surviving, facing fears, empowerment. You know, you surrendered to whatever this was, and you came back from this. Ten of Swords in reverse. Somehow or another, you came back from this painful ending and completed this cycle and have this Chariot with this Eight of Wands here. So this is pretty good so far. So what else do we need to know about this Empress, though? What's Empress in reverse here? What are they doing? There's nothing even about them here. I mean, we do see you here as this High Priestess, of course. We see that. Because you see things 10 steps ahead, so you already know about this person. You don't care about them. They need you to care about them. Like, care what they do, what they say. Like, I don't know why they do, but they do. Alright, so what else do we need to know? So bang! Yes, there's another one here for you, and it's a High Priestess one too. So yes, indeed, the High Priestess here sees things 10 steps ahead, and they see that this Empress in reverse here, this copycat energy, okay, this wannabe, these destiny swapper, they couldn't cut the mustard. And you see that very clearly. There may be hidden knowledge or secrets that will reveal to you if you listen closely to your inner voice. I trust my intuition and inner wisdom, this High Priestess told me to tell you. They said, don't worry about it. I see everything. Okay, I know already. She said, this Empress in reverse, they're finished. August, they said. Sometime August to late August. Mark my words. That's what the High Priestess says, okay? And that's going to be the Justice here. The Justice is this High Priestess predicting the end for this Empress in reverse, for all to see. So lovely. Such a lovely thing you did. You really showed them. You're really something else. I really am intrigued by you. So what else do we have? We have this High Priestess here and this Empress in reverse. So what else we need to know? Okay, is that this High Priestess has Ace of Cups here. So this Ace of Cups is coming to this High Priestess. It's coming quickly too with this Eight of Wands. That's why the Chariot's here, because movement's here. The world's here. You recover from a painful ending. You're not stuck anymore. You can go wherever you want. You can do what you want. Nobody's stopping you. You're actually better this way. You love it. Okay, you even have the Hierophant here with you. Okay, you have institutional support. You're socially approved. They tried to say you were a loser. The only loser we see here is this Empress in reverse, because it all went back to them. All this negative energy that was projected onto you is all going back to them. It was by you becoming this High Priestess, you already see what this is now. You didn't maybe not been able to see these attacks before, but you could see them now. And when I say see, your spiritual self sees this. Your subconscious mind, you know what I mean? Like you have, it's like you're on almost like with a cruise control, but like with the protection of your mind. It's like it knows. It's like you're not gonna. It's like boom. Like it already senses it when it's coming. So they can't get those psychic attacks on you anymore. They could before because you didn't know about this stuff. You weren't protected. You were just whatever you were. Now you know. You're like, all right. You mean not saying you know everything. You don't know everything, but you know a lot now, and you're seeing things very clearly. So what else do we need to know? Okay, is that you are this fuel. Okay, this pure and innocent fool. New beginnings are here. Ace of Cups is here. I just saw, it's like you can't go wrong here with this. The new beginnings are here very quickly, might I say, for this High Priestess with this Ace of Cups in this world. Eight of Wands, Chariot. So, I mean, this is a great reading. I really, really feel good about this. Very happy. I don't want to really keep going too much crazier, go farther, because I could do a new deck. So this Knight of Wands energy, this adventurous, fearless energy you have here, that's what really is getting you these new beginnings. Because not only are you a High Priestess, but you're very like positive and like enthusiastic High Priest. I don't know. It's just, you're a cool cat. That's for sure. So is there anything else? Very self-aware. Ooh. Oh, look at this. Was there anything else? It's you, the Queen of Cups. You're back. And you said, yeah, I just wanted to say hello. Just remind you, this reading's about me. All right, so what's going to be the end here? And I'll go to a new deck. All right, this is the end. This is the King of Wands is here, your benefactor. He's out and about. He said, yeah, don't worry. I got this Empress Universe for you. I already know it. You know it. I know it. You know I know. He said, let me tell you something, brother. He says, they can't fool Corleone. This is what the King of Wands told me. He said, come on. He says, leadership and vision. You are confident and charismatic and capable of inspiring others to follow your lead. I am a visionary leader, this King of Wands is. And they see what's happening here. They know what you are. They always knew this. Maybe this person's bringing you this Ace of Cups. They're finding a way for you to get this Ace of Cups. And it revolves around this Empress Universe being, removed. Because Two of Swords, they're trying to avoid being removed here. All right, so we'll leave it at that. So they're trying to avoid being removed here, this Empress. They're trying to plead their case to this King of Wands to say that you're doing magic or something. That you're the one who's doing this magic here, is what they're saying. Not them. But it's like the King of Wands like, well, how come there's funds missing from this, our business? And this person's trying to say that you did it. And this person's laughed. They're like, what the fuck are you talking about? They said, you're not even, that's how this person knows this person's batshit crazy. They know you're nowhere to be found. So how the fuck are they going to say you did this? Feels like somebody might even got a disease here. They try to blame you or something. You were never even around these people. But that's what I'm saying, like these outrageous claims about you, this is what exposes these people. Because then they see, like, oh, they're like, why would they say all this? You know what I mean? Especially when it gets crazy. And especially when people know you were nowhere to be seen. Like, and there's no possible way on certain things. Some of the things they said you did, there would be no way you could have done it. They needed you to be dead so they could just, go with the stories. Like, this is what they really needed to happen. But that did not happen, did it? So why don't we clarify? Why don't we get some confirmation here? We have you as this High Priestess. We have this King of Wands here, your benefactor. You're in this full energy. New beginnings are here. Recover from this painful ending too. You didn't come back bitter. You're always your Queen of Cups. This Empress Universe, that's realistically the only negative card I pulled on that thing. Out of all those cards, you got King of Wands, the Fool, High Priestess, Ace of Cups, the Chariot, Eight of Wands, Ten of Swords in reverse, Eight of Swords in reverse, Page of Cups, the World, and then this Empress just watching on. Okay, but you have all this help here, all this goodness in your energy right now. So thank you. We're very grateful for that. Trust me when I tell you, this is a good thing, all this good energy here. This is good, all to the chagrin. Look at this devil. He always keeps showing up out of here. Smack him in his mouth. Give him an open hand smack, kick him in his ass. We chase this devil out of town. We said, get the fuck out of here. Who the fuck you think you're dealing with? They thought they were a fucking big shot. You said, listen, brother. You said, we got new owners here. All right? You're off the leash. We took them off. All right, so what else do we got? What else is on here? Let's get some confirmation, clarification here, God, please, and thank you. All right, so here's the thing. There's a 6 of Wands in reverse here. So now this is going to tell us a little bit more about what's happening with this Empress in reverse. All right, so this Empress in reverse now has the 6 of Wands in reverse energy with them. They feel destroyed. It's a failure. They lost. I mean, they're being discredited. Whatever they said, did at one time, people might have like listened to this person, felt inspired by this person, but this person's a fucking liar. They're a fraud. They're a fucking. I mean, I believe that they fucking. From what my Alice the alligator tells me is that this person's a poison. They poison them. They wish bad on them, or they wish something. They did some type of fucking, you know, some crazy shit here. They're telling me. So I don't know. This person's a real fuck up though. All right, and that's why the Tower of Terror is here. It's in full effect too. This King of Wands is here also. This King of Wands operates as Tower of Terror. You can't get nothing by this King of Wands. And the more they scream to get off the Tower of Terror, the longer they stay, the King of Wands says. This Empress reverse can't even stand in it for a minute. They're trying to blame you. They're saying you're doing this to them. It's so funny too. It really is. I just see it right now, and like this King of Wands is like looking at them like, you know, and it's like, all right, he says, now it's enough now. This is where the King of Wands, he's drawing the line now. Now he said, all right, I can see him right now. All right, take the scarf off. Enough is enough. You got to go now. You have to go now. That's what he's saying. I see it. Pretty funny to me. All right, so what else do we got? What else? Don't make me, please. You have to go. All right. You know the High Priestess is here. All right, and they know, look, this 10 of Cups are reversed. Whatever this person, this Empress reverse, it's a fraud. This is a fake. They put on a front. This is relationship problems here. This King of Wands knows that this Empress reverse doesn't care about, you know, this King of Cups or your Emperor or whoever your counterpart is. There's the arguments here, there's disharmony, disconnection, misaligned values at its finest here. This person presented themselves one way, they are not that way. You had to not recover from this. You recovering from this painful ending is what exposed this and not being stuck anymore. So it's like you got out of jail here and then recovered from whatever this was and fucking came out and made the best version of yourself. It's like nobody thought that. They thought you were just going to be stuck in the system or something. I'm just using that as an example. Not saying that's the case, because look, they're going to this 5 of Pentacles. This is what they thought you were going to be stuck in. Okay, after that, they thought you weren't going to be able to get a job. They thought they had to blackball you. They thought that, you know, you'd be so embarrassed, that you'd be humiliated. But you're now, whatever these people did to hurt you is actually, you're using to your advantage. It's going to pay off tremendously. Trust me when I tell you. The High Priestess said. And they see 10 steps ahead. And it's coming quickly. So what else do we have? Alright, the fact is, this Empress reverse, there's no love there. So this is confirming everything to know about this Empress reverse. So all that good in the beginning, now look at all this bad. So this Empress reverse with the 6 of Wands in reverse, 10 of Cups in reverse, Lovers in reverse. So this is why this King of Wands is saying, please, just go. Nobody wants you here. We don't like you. We don't care what the High Priestess in reverse says. We don't care. They're nobody. They live off my name, is what this King of Wands says. He says, that's my stuff. Yeah, that's what he said. He says, you're using my stuff. I don't know what the fuck. That's what he keeps saying. All right, Ace of Swords, and the mental clarity is here, because there's new beginnings. There's new beginnings here. The cycle is complete here. The chat movement's here. It's quickly happening. You're not stuck anymore. You're recovered. Clearly see what's happening here. You're very sharp-minded, High Priestess. You're not, you know, you ain't no joke. I mean, you're fucking in your prime right now, ready to go. At your strongest. What else do we got then? Is there anything else? Okay, is that here? There's this 4 of Pentacles here. So this Empress reverse, they wanted to hold on to tight. This is what this, they wanted to control money or something. They thought they were going to come in and like, take this money, take control of it. They said that they were like an investor or something, that they had all this other money coming in. They had this lawsuit. They had this, they had that. All this money, they said that they would replace it, and none of it's happened. Now this King of Wands said, where's all this money go? Where did the money go, he says. Where did this money go? He said, he wants to know. He says, I knew it. I knew you no fucking good, you fat fuck. That's what he said. I don't know why he said that. That's not nice. But listen, he is this Empress number. So what else do we need to know here? This person they were trying to breadcrumb. They thought that they were going to like keep with this, like, you know, a little here, a little, like it was like they were robbing Peter to pay Paul to keep this King of Wands. You know, they're their radar down, but this King of Wands is too sharp. They're not missing much, okay? Because look, the King of Pentacles is here. All right, not only is this King person a King of Wands, they're a King of Pentacles. They know how to do business. They didn't get this far by accident. All right, like I said, this could be like a mob boss. This could be like a fucking CEO. This could be, this is just somebody who don't give a fuck. Like, you know what I mean? But that they're good. They got good. Their energy is good though. Like but they don't. They're like you in the maybe in the male form or maybe in the masculine end. Yeah, this is what that is. Listen, but when you're at your like it's this high priestess almost. Like that's quite the thing. This high priest, you as this high priestess with the King of Wands, because this person's mainly in this King of Wands energy. That's what they I mean, they could be others, but they're mainly in there. But they know how to do business, or maybe they have somebody with them that does it for them, that they trust, that sees the value in you. Maybe this person is like the father of your counterpart. Maybe. So what else do we need to know? Alright, is that there's this Knight of Swords in reverse energy. Now this King of Wands, now they see that this Empress in reverse, they're coming off reckless and unfocused. So like I said, it's like your counterpart's father or something, and they're seeing, like, watching all this, like people forgot about them or something, and they're seeing like how this Empress, the negative that effects that they're bringing on to, whatever that King of Pentacles, King of Cups, and they knew that how much different you were towards it. Like that now they're saying that you were the one who made that person happy. Like this has all been one big setup. Even though this King of Wands knew, it's just to the point where it's so obvious now that it's like almost comical. Because look, this is what they're doing. Five of Wands, they're all fighting with each other. They're all blaming each other. They're all trying to say that you did this, this King of Wands knows you didn't have any way of doing any of this. You would have to be like a sorcerer. That's what they're trying to say. You're a sorcerer. Like you're sitting there, whoa, like throwing fucking fireballs at people. I'm telling you, this is what they're making you sound to be. It's pretty cool, actually. You're not going to sit here and deny it. Yeah, we got fireballs. We throw fireballs at people. Watch out. Yeah, I mean, this is what the fuck they're trying to make it out to be. But people are like, no, these people are crazy. What's wrong with these people? They said you were crazy. All right, so what else do we need to know? Anything? I mean, I'm getting a pretty good idea of this. I mean, this is a lot of negative cards. All five. Look, so you got Six of Wands in reverse. You got Ten of Cups in reverse. Lovers in reverse. Four of Pentacles. Knight of Swords in reverse for the Empress in reverse. All being seen too. All being publicly seen. Because now look, Five of Cups, because your counterpart's all depressed. They're all pessimistic. People see that they're unhappy. This Empress reverse is so mad that this person wants to be around you, okay? This King of Wands sees this too. And they're still trying to explain themselves or something. But this King of Wands, it says, doesn't want to hear you. He's shaking their head. Just go, he says. Like, I feel like this King of Wands, like, doesn't want to, is very close to putting hands on this person, but they won't. But they're being pushed very close to it. This person just won't go. So what are we going to do about this? All right. So what are you going to do about this is you're going to Six of Swords. You're leaving all this behind. You're not going to sit here and watch this fighting on. You're just leaving and you don't care. So now what's happening? You leaving this all behind is going to cause all these people to come start chasing you. All right, because they need you to be sitting there watching this. Okay, they need you to be like somehow engaged with this, somehow or another. Like, I don't know, something. They need you to be invested somehow, but you just do not give a fuck because you already know where this is going. You already see this. So Six of Swords leaving this behind, and the world is here, letting the cycle clear itself up. The cycle's complete. Is what's going to get you to the next thing. You have to leave behind whatever this is to start your new cycle. And whatever is, comes after that, it comes with it. And that includes this King of Wands. I mean, it's just like you're not going to sit here and watch this. Either do something about it or we're gone. That's all you can say about it. This arguing, this nonsense, it's not helping nobody. You know what happened here. Just stop it. Put an end to this now. All right, so what else we got? You're leaving this behind. All right, and Two of Swords. They're trying to avoid that, though. That's what the last card said. They're trying to avoid you. I don't know. They're trying to avoid the fact that you leaving behind this is really going to set this up, because they need just a little bit of your energy can still hold this together. But once your energy is completely withdrawn from this, and the cycle's complete, it's over. They can't avoid this anymore. These are hard choices and they need to be made, okay? That's what it comes down to. This Empress are going to cause embarrassment for this King of Wands. So this King of Wands is trying to think about their name. And that's why but now they're to the point they're just like, I don't care. Because it's all going to work out for them. Because you are that sexy ass Queen of Wands. I mean, that's what this is. You always have been. I mean, who else? You know, they try to use this energy against you. Now it's working for you. Queen of Wands, High Priestess. It's you to the T. Leaving this all behind. You already got an Ace of Cups here. Your cycle's complete. You're done with these people. Okay? You're done with this Eight of Pentacles and reverse type nonsense. This shoddy workmanship. This careless, fucking unfocused work. You know what I mean? It's these people, they only care about his money. You're not worried about this. You're worried about doing things the best of your ability. You want to, master your craft here. These people don't care. They just want to get as much as they can now. But at the end of the day, Nine of Cups, your wish come true. You're getting your wish come true. And your wish come true is that of that Two of Cups. Because the way you're being presented now is making you very sexy, especially to your counterpart. Because these people, like I said, they're making you out like you're the Terminator. So it's pretty, I don't know, it's pretty cool, actually. Like how they're, how scared they are. Hey, you're a nice guy. What do you mean? What a nice guy over here. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Come on over. Come on over. So is there anything else we need to know? Okay, so that you have this Queen of Wands in reverse here. So this is a quintessential witch of the deck. So this Empress in reverse now is in this witch energy. Okay, so that's what's really going to blow the lid off this, because now this King of Wands, what's in there? Where's this company funds going? Why is this? They're like looking at the payments of it, and it's like weird names and stuff, and it's like, so now they're finding out that this person's been doing spell work on you. And your counterpart, this person has been doing so much spell work on your counterpart that this person's sick. It's terrible what this person has done. This King of Wands, I mean, I don't know. They feel like they let this go too far. They have to do something now. Fuck your name. We don't care, Three of Pentacles, okay? Because people want to work with us. So if you want to stay here and keep your name, keep your fucking name and do whatever you got to do then, King of Wands. I mean, we respect you. We think you're the best, but we're not going to sit here and fucking play games with you. Alright? Because you should have already handled this by now. We're not trying to be disrespectful. We're just telling you how it is. You're too worried about what other people think sometimes. That's all we're telling them. That's all we have to say. We're not being rude. We're being honest. And you're supposed to like. This is what this King of Wands likes about you. That you're honest about that. You're hyper. You already see what's happening here. So now this is what's going to give this person a little bit of a match under their ass. All right, maybe they're going to start doing something now. Because this Four of Wands in reverse, this conflict amongst family, friends, and workplace, this ain't working for this King of Wands no more. It ain't working. All right, because Three of Wands, because you're building something here. They ain't building nothing. Okay, they're just living off whatever this was and it's just sucking this place dry. It's all because of this Empress in reverse. All because of, people wanting to keep you away from your counterpart. So this is what happens when you try to fucking block a divine union. Alright, they did it to themselves. Okay, because you were too balanced with this temperance energy. You were too balanced. That's why you're a high priestess. Nobody's going to come in here and rattle you. Alright, and that's what really, they lost it there. It's because they needed you to be rattled. They needed you to be angry. They needed you to fight back. They needed you to care. They needed you to be tempted. Okay, but the King of Swords is here, and the King of Swords sees everything. And the King of Swords has seen enough of this. Okay, they've seen how balanced you are. They've seen the eye in the sky, seen everything. They knew you never had anything. You never fought back here. That is why you're winning so well now, because all that karma is going back to them. All that energy is going back to them. If you came here and started fighting back, doing all the crazy stuff, you just keep it going. But the fact that you never really fought back here is what's making this happen. Okay, and that is why the Hierophant is here. Okay, so we're going to say this. You were socially approved here. Okay, you have the institutional support, you have the spiritual knowledge, the tradition, religion, society and its rules. Okay, you're showing people what to do here. Okay, you're leading people in the right direction, and this Hierophant sees that you have always been the right one. Okay, and now this Empress in reverse, they're being chased out of town because what they did was heinous, especially heinous. Okay, that you had to call in the SVU, the Spiritual Victims Unit, because the King of Swords seen enough of that. He said, I see everything, and I've seen enough of this Empress Reverse. He said, I've seen enough. They got to go. And he says, and I'm taking them out now. He says, all right, I'm going to get them now. So this is Archangel Michael. He said, I'm coming to get you. That's what he says. He's coming to get you, karmic energy. So what you going to do when the King of Swords and the largest arms in the world run wild on you? That's what you're going to tell. That's what the King of Swords told me to tell you. That's what he says. So he's coming. It's over for them. And I love you guys, and I'll see you later.